What is going on, Flex Zone family? It's your boy, God's favorite host, the host with the moist, back here on the Flex Zone Podcast YouTube channel. Only place giving you your sports, how you want it, when you need it, what you need right now. I got that preview for you. That's right, we are less than 24 hours away from Baltimore Ravens regular season football. The 2022 season kicks off tomorrow afternoon in the Meadowlands, New Jersey, against the New York Jets. Of course, Howard Cosell would say the New Jersey Nets. Baltimore Ravens traveling up north, a little bit around 3 hours, not too far if you're going to be at the game, to MetLife to play the Jets in Week 1 and a familiar foe in Joe Flacco, their former Super Bowl winning MVP and quarterback. If you're watching this video, leave a comment down below. Give me your prediction, your score for tomorrow's Ravens versus Jets game. Give me your keys to victory, and let me know your thoughts about the game as well. Of course, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens couldn't come to a contract agreement. My good brother Big Rod talked about it yesterday in the video. Let me know. Hit the like button. Help us out. Hit the thumbs up. Let us know what you're thinking. Support the channel. It costs you nothing. And of course, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, as we will be live tomorrow after the Baltimore Ravens and New York Jets game with the official Flex On Podcast Baltimore Ravens post-game show. Myself, Big Raj, and a host of others. And if you want to join us, let us know. FlexZone1@gmail.com, the FlexZone1 on Twitter and Instagram, and the FlexZone Podcast on TikTok. And you can donate as always with the link down below via Cash App, the FlexZone1. Only place giving you your sports how you want it when you need it. I think that's all the housekeeping. Let's get into the game. I'm excited. Regular season football kicks off tomorrow. It started this past Thursday with the Bills winning over the Rams as I predicted. And we got a big-time matchup. The Ravens facing the Jets, playing their former Super Bowl winning quarterback, Super Bowl MVP Joe Flacco. He's getting the start for the Jets for at least the first 4 games, they say. Lamar Jackson, the Ravens couldn't reach their deadline of a contract, or Lamar's deadline. He has no contract going into the end of this season. A lot of storylines, but when you look at this game is going to be interesting. The Ravens are 7-point favorites, 7.5, depending on which sport pick you're using. And Ravens battling some injuries. We don't think we'll see Ronnie Stanley. We might not see J.K. Dobbins. Still not 100% sure as of right now. And what happens? Does Marcus Peters play? I think he does. The Jets, they're battling some offensive line issues as well. Zach Wilson, their quarterback, he's out also. So a lot of storylines going into this game. Jets are expected to finish last in their division, although I do think they will possibly win more than 6 games. They could win 6 or 7 games, in my opinion, just because I do think they have some talent. I think they had a good draft, and I think defensively they're going to be better up front than people give them credit for. And I like Robert Saleh, and I'm hoping better things for him this season. But the Ravens are a team ready for a playoff run. Could win the AFC North. Would not be surprised if they won the AFC North. But I do think this is a team that should win double-digit games, a team that should be in playoff contention, especially if Lamar Jackson, Action Jackson, the grade 8, is healthy and thriving, as I think he will be, because he wants to show the league and the Baltimore Ravens and Mr. Bisciotti and Eric DeCosta that you need to pay me, goddammit. Now, let's look at the keys to the game. Number 1, on offense. Let's start with the offense. Start fast. The Ravens need to get off to a fast start offensively. They need to come out early, jump on the Jets. They are the superior team of the Ravens. They are more talented. They are a team that should go further this season. Start fast. We know their crowd is going to be excited. Their crowd is going to be into it. It's Week 1. Everybody's crowd think their team has a chance. The Jets don't have a chance, I'm here to tell you. But they will be energetic. Fireman Ed may be back out there for the 2022 campaign. It's a new season. It's Week 1. Anything can happen. Very much unpredictable, as we'll probably see what happens tomorrow with a lot of the games. Start fast. Come out early. Score touchdowns instead of field goals. Make this lead insurmountable. Make the Jets have to play from behind. Knock their crowd. Knock the momentum your way completely starting out. Even though I do think there'll be a good amount of Raven fans there as well. Robin. Who can be Robin to Lamar Jackson's Batman in the run game? J.K. Dobbins may not play. Kenyon Drake just signed. I like his ability and his burst. Mike Davis, the bowling ball. What will we see from him? Tyler Beatty, his first official regular season NFL game. Justice Hill back from injury. Can any of these gentlemen step up and give Lamar something to be the Robin to his Batman in the run game? They don't have to go for 100, 150 yards, be Derrick Henry, be Jonathan Taylor out there. They can go out there, give Lamar Jackson 40, 50, 60 yards rushing, be a threat on those read option plays that when the defense of the Jets, which I think they will sell out on Lamar Jackson running, a guy that can hand it off to, get 3, 4 yards of carry, get 5 yards, 6 yards here, gash the defense of the Jets and make them stay honest to respect the running game of the Ravens. I do think we'll see whoever has the hot hand. Greg Roman has even said it. Whoever has the hot hand, he will ride. I think we'll see Mike Davis probably start now. We'll see some Justice Hill. We'll see Beatty, and we'll see some Kenyon Drake as well, as he was just signed last week. But let's see who can be Robin to Lamar Jackson's Batman. While I do think Lamar Jackson will be close to over 100 yards rushing in this game. Other than Andrews, my next key. Somebody's got to step up other than Andrews. Rashad Bateman, I'm talking to you. This is the season you're supposed to take that next step into being the number one receiver. The Ravens thought you would be drafting you in the first round. Isaiah Likely, yes, you are a fourth round pick, but you made this team. You didn't have to play in the third preseason game because we knew you were big time. We knew you would be a part of this team. He could end up being the number two receiver behind Andrews. But Bateman, Andrews, Duvernay, somebody else, Demarcus Robinson, the new Raven, he has to step up. Somebody has to step up other than Andrews, because I think the Jets will pay a lot of attention to Andrews. Had a spectacular season last year, the best for a receiver in Ravens history. He'll get a lot of double team, a lot of bracket coverage. Let's see who can step up. Bateman, Duvernay, Likely, Nick Boyle even. Let's see if we get a Nick Boyle sight. Demarcus Robinson with his ability to stretch the field. Let's see them take some shots possibly with him, incorporating him into this offense with Lamar Jackson. Offensive line, we know Ronnie Stanley's probably not going to play. That means Juwan James is playing left tackle. We have Morgan Moses at right tackle. Kevin Zeitler. Tyler Linderbaum, his first regular season NFL game, didn't play in the preseason, battled some injuries. He's healthy. He looks like he's ready to go. He's athletic. He will anchor the center position, give Lamar good snaps, and allow Lamar to do the things he needs to do at the quarterback position. He will hold up well. And left guard, looks like Ben Powers will get the start. Will we see some Ben Cleveland? Will we see some possibly Daniel Falele? Will we see Patrick McCarry at some point play? Will they go with a six-man line at some point? Let's see. The Jets have a very good defensive front. The Ravens' offensive line has to hold up. Even though I think Moses is athletic and I think Juwan James can hold up enough, they should be all right. And last but not least, offensively, Lamar, are you rusty? Because you haven't played a regular season game since last December against Cleveland. I have all the faith in the world, Lamar Jackson. I know you have faith in him here, Ravens Nation, Ravens Slot, Flex on Family. But will Lamar start out a little rusty? Will he start out a little slow? Will his timing be off? Not playing in the preseason, not playing since last December. Going on, 9 months since his last real NFL snap? The contract situation hanging over his head, even though I don't think that will affect him as much as people may think. I think he will be fine. I think he will get it together. Week one, teams usually are figuring things out the first probably 2 to 3 series at least, if not the first quarter going into halftime. Teams are figuring things out offensively, especially as the offense is usually behind. Lamar, rust versus rust. Let's see. And I think Lamar will come out and eventually get it going, which goes to the start fast. Let's go to the defense. They got to stop this running game. The Jets have 2 solid running backs. Now, they're going to live and die with this running attack of their offense. Robert Saleh wants to run the football like they did in San Francisco. The Jets have 2 good running backs. They got to stop the run the Ravens do. They were number one against the run last year. I expect more of the same. I think Michael Pierce will surprise people and play well tomorrow. I think he'll be a good addition for this team this season as long as he stays healthy. Bert Urban, when Travis Jones comes back, I think they will be good on the defensive line. Of course, can't forget Calais Campbell. I think they hold the Jets to under 100 yards rushing, and I think they do a good job containing their 2 running backs as well. And I think the Ravens offensively go over 100 yards rushing, obviously, with Lamar probably at least around 85 to 100 rushing yards. And I can see Mike Davis, Beatty, Hill, Drake combining for at least about 60 to 70 themselves. So I can see the Ravens over 100 yards rushing. Stopping the run is going to be imperative for the defense. That also goes into them. When they drop back to pass and on running situations, they got to attack their offensive line. Dwayne Brown, who they signed from Seattle, he's hurt. He's not going to play. They got a rookie playing left tackle, some guys who aren't adequate enough at the NFL level, in my opinion, or proved to stop this Ravens front. Adafe Owe, get after the quarterback. I need a sack from you tomorrow. A sack and a half, maybe 2 sacks. Do we see someone else step up besides Owe? Do we see Calais Campbell create some pressure? Do we see Patrick Queen on some A-gap blitzes? Do we see Malik Harrison possibly doing something? John Ross. Somebody has to step up and create pressures on this offensive line that is battered for the Jets and not very good, in my opinion, back this off the season. Michael Pierce, do you step up? Brent Urban. Somebody on the D-line has to step up. I would love to see the Ravens add a JPP, add an Ndamukong Suh, but they're going to have to address this pass rush at some point in the season, maybe closer to the trade deadline. But let's see what they do against the run and attacking the offensive line, which is banged up for the Jets. Just like we have no Ronnie Stanley, they don't have their left tackle as well. Tackling. Poor tackling was a big part of Ravens defense last year. Mike McDonald, I'm talking to you. It's your first game as a Ravens defensive coordinator in the regular season. What do you do? What is your scheme? Are you aggressive? Are you passive? Are you a mixture of both? They have to be fundamentally sound defensively. They have to tackle. They have to tackle. They have to wrap, tackle, gang tackle. Attack the ball, swarm the ball. And that goes to my next point of getting off the field on third down. The Ravens need to be one of the better defensive teams on third down this season if I think they want to go far. Get off the field, allow the offense to play ground and pound, utilize it, keep the defense fresh, and allow them to make plays so they can make tackles in the third and fourth quarter, so they can stop the run, so they can keep the things in front of them. And that goes into also getting off the field. No big plays. Garrett Wilson is a burner. We don't have a corner that can cover him one-on-one. So Peters, if he does play, Humphries, if he plays, Marcus Williams, Kyle Hamilton, what do we get out of him? Chuck Clark, contain this guy. Put some safety help over the top for Garrett Wilson. He can beat you deep. He can burn you. Joe Flacco and Corey Davis have a very good rapport. Contain him. I think Marcus Peters or Humphrey can contain him, so I'm not worried too much about Corey Davis as others are. But CJ Uzomah, we know we struggle with the Titans defensively. Let's see what happens with Patrick Queen, Malik Harrison, John Ross, whomever is in the game for the Ravens. Uzomah has burnt them last year with the Bengals. They struggled with the Titans, have the Ravens. Uzomah, Garrett Wilson, containing him, bending but don't break on defense is going to be very, very imperative. Now to special teams. Jordan Stout, you're a rookie. You did a hell of a job in the preseason. I think you'll be fine. Let's continue to see more of the same with your punts and your kicks and the holding situation. Get him some good snaps. Hold the ball well for him with Justin Tucker as well. Tucker, we don't have to worry about you. We know you're good. Anytime we're on the other side of the 50, you can kick it from 60, 65 yards. Might as well go ahead and put 3 points on the board. Extra points, we know he's good. Jordan Stout, first game in the NFL level at the regular season that actually counts. Continue to do what you're doing. You have a strong leg, show and utilize that. Let's get some good snaps. Let's get some good holds to allow him to do what they do. And the last but not least, Devin Duvernay. You were a Pro Bowler last year as a returner. Let's see more of the same. Let's get you some good punt returns, 20, 30 yards. Set up the offense in prime field position. Get some good kick returns if you're not getting a touchback. Get to the 25, get to the 30, 35-yard line. Allow this offense to operate with room, with breathing operations to allow them to do what they need to do and allow them to be successful. Special teams is a very important part of the game, as you know, with John Harbaugh, former special team ace that he was as well. And the Ravens have one of the best special teams units in the league. Jordan Stout coming in for Sam Cook. I'll keep my eye on you as well. So let's recap these keys to the game before I give my score prediction and who I think will win. Offense, start fast. No 3 and outs. Who's going to be the Robin to Lamar's Batman in the run game? Kenyon Drake, Mike Davis, Justice Hill, Tyler Beatty. Other than Andrews, next one. Who's going to step up? Likely. Boyle, Duvernay, Crochet. Didn't mention him earlier. Bateman. Somebody, a receiver out of the backfield, one of these running backs. Somebody's got to step up other than Andrews because he's going to get a lot of attention. Andrews probably still could have a big game, but likely Bateman are the top 2 of my list. And let's see what else. Maybe Duvernay, maybe Crochet, maybe a Tylen Wallace-Titan and Demarcus Robinson, who was signed as well. Let's see. And possibly Nick Boyle. I think he's healthy this year, and I think we'll see a lot better Nick Boyle going into the 2022 season. Offensive line, keep Lamar upright, create some running lanes. They weren't very good in the preseason against creating run lanes, but a lot of them didn't play. Zeitler and others. Stanley, we know he didn't play. So I think they'll be fine, especially with the 1 to 2 games without Stanley possibly, because I think Stanley could be back for week 2, definitely by the end of the month for week 3 or 4. Lamar Russ, he hasn't played since December. Do we get Russ? Do the contract talks possibly impede his growth or playing ability? No, I think he'll be in the MVP conversation, one of the 4 or 5 guys in the conversation. But Lamar hasn't played since December. So be patient. If he starts a little slow, let him get back into rhythm. Give him a quarter. Give him the first half. Let him get back into rhythm, as I think the Ravens will pull away late. And I'll get into that in a second. Defensively, stop the run. 2 good running backs for the Jets. Stop the run. Ravens were number 1 last year against that. Offensive line, they have some injuries on their offensive line. Rookie left tackle. Rookie inadequate right tackle. Get some pressures on Joe Flacco. He's a statue back there. Create some pressures. Get some sacks. Create some turnovers. Tackling, be fundamentally sound. Wrap, swarm the ball. Gang tackle. Do what you got to do to get the ball carried down. Get off the field on third down. Don't let them have long drives. Don't let them get momentum. Stop them if they get to the red zone. Field goals instead of touchdowns. And no big plays. No chunk plays over 30, 40 yards. Garrett Wilson's a burner. Corey Davis, Uzomah, and some of the running backs out of the backfield as well. And the special teams, Jordan Stout, do what you got. Do what got you here. Duvernay, show why you were a Pro Bowler last year. And Justin Tucker, let Tuck be Tuck. In Tuck, we trust. And as far as my prediction for the game, Ravens Flock, Ravens Nation, Flex Zone family, I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens with a 24-16 win. 24 for the Ravens, 16 for the Jets. That is my score prediction. Baltimore Ravens start out the season 1-0. They cover the 7-point spread, win by 8. They pull away late in the fourth quarter. I know some people, members of my Flex Zone family, have said 10 points. I've seen 13 points. I've seen 14 points. I think it will be close to start. I think Joe will make some plays against his former team, but I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens to pull away late in the third, fourth quarter as they do so well, winning by a score of 16, an 8-point win. I could see 2 touchdown passes from Lamar Jackson, maybe 1 on the ground. I could see possibly even a defensive touchdown, but I could see 2. I could see 3 offensive touchdowns, a field goal from Tucker, and I could see the Jets maybe getting a passing touchdown from Flacco, and field goals by stopping them on defense, limiting them to field goals as well. I'm getting ready to get out of here, y'all. Let me know your thoughts on the keys to the game. Let me know your thoughts on this game tomorrow, 1 p.m. from the Meadowlands. It will be on CBS if you're watching it. And of course, don't forget, we will be live tomorrow. Myself, God's favorite host, the host of the Moist, here on the Flex On Podcast, only place giving you your sports how you want when you need it. I'll be with the social media producer, the man that makes these videos pop, Big Rod. We'll be live probably about an hour after the game, so look for us between 4:45, 5:15 to go live. The official Baltimore Ravens pregame show here on the Flex Zone Podcast YouTube channel. Only place giving you that Ravens talk how you want it when you need it. Let me know. Comment down below your prediction for the Ravens-Jets game. Again, my score is the Ravens 24, Jets 16. Ravens win by 8. Start off the season 1-0 before they head home next week against the Dolphins. We'll be live for the post-game show. Hit the like button. Hit the bell. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Let me know your thoughts. What do the Ravens need to do to win tomorrow? Do you have an upset? Do the Jets win? What do the Ravens need to do? Let me know your keys to the game. Let me know your prediction for tomorrow as well. We'll be live, as I said, afterwards for the official Baltimore Ravens post-game show. Hit that bell to know when we're live and to check out all our other content down below. Check out Rodgers' video on Lamar Jackson and his contract situation. Didn't reach a deal, but we have faith here on the Flex On Podcast. Only place giving you your sports how you want it to need it. Subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell, comment down below. Until next time, y'all, I'm gone. Ravens football is back, baby, and we are excited here on the Flex Zone. A lot of content coming your way. The number one source for all your football needs this football season as we move into the regular season of the NFL. I'm gone, y'all. Appreciate the support. Welcome all the new subscribers. Thank you as always, y'all. Love you. Peace. Have a great Saturday. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Baltimore Ravens pregame show here on the Flex On Podcast YouTube channel. Peace.